Hey guys, this is Mike from WWE Armbar, and today I'm actually going to review the commemorative edition of the WWE World Heavyweight Title. Alright guys, so I'm just giving you guys a close-up shot here of the WWE World Heavyweight Title as it sits. It's probably about 4 feet in length, and this one is the commemorative edition. Let me stand it up here so you guys can see. And I'm actually missing a ruby already on this thing. Let me do a close-up on that really quick. I'm missing a ruby, guys. So I bought this title back in 2014, early 2014, at a house show, basically. And as you can see there, it has all the the little buttons and everything like that. So let's take a look at the leather here really quick. And we can see here that, it's got little detailing on the leather. And then of course we go to the actual plates itself. The plates aren't that thick, to be honest. They're maybe 1 or 2 millimeters in length at the most on this version of the Heavyweight Championship. And, the Heavyweight Championship is probably one of my favorite titles. This is why I bought the commemorative belt. But at the same time, and actually I think the faceplate is swappable. I'm going to show you guys right now that the back, it actually has 2 little screws here. So going forward, you can see that this thing has all the little rubies, WWE logo on top. And of course the rubies, they're all plastic. I mean, it's not anything fancy here, but we'll go forward to that. And I'm going to try to make this video not too long. And as you can see here, it's, the other side of the belt, the other side of the strap. So and we can go to the little logo there. But I bought this belt back in 2014. And let me see if I can focus on there. There we go. I bought this belt back in 2014 at a house show. And I paid $225 for it. It was an impulse buy, guys. So don't bash me on it in the comment section. This belt sells a lot cheaper online. I think right now you can get it for maybe like $125 or $140 through WWEshop.com and probably ProWrestlingThings.net. There's a website where you can purchase pro wrestling belts. But I purchased this, like I said, back in 2014 at a house show. It was an impulse buy. And I completely regret it because the belt, although it looks good and, it's a lot lighter than the actual replica belts, it's basically having one of those Mattel or Jax belts, except with an adult-sized strap. The plastic is not high quality at all, in my opinion. If I were to try bending this, I could probably crack it really easily. The face plates, or the corner plates right here, as you can see here, they stick out from the leather, the simulated leather, the fake leather, whatever you want to call it. So when you're trying to wrap the belt around your waist, it's really not that great. Let me try to get another shot here. But like I said, let's try to get that. There's a small gap between the leather and the side plates, which was very upsetting. So let's flip the belts over really quick. As you can see here, property of officially licensed by WWE.com, blah, 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 blah. You have a little sticker for the seal. Let's just go from side to side here. You can see that the buttons, the things that you can button it up with that's probably the only legit thing on this belt, are the clips, or not the clips, but the buttons to match it out. The plastic plates are held in by these things. They're not screws. They're just like little plastic things that are kind of molded in a little bit. See if I can get a close-up of that. Not great. I'm basically seeing that if you break one of these things, if you're trying to bend the belt a certain way or something like that, they'll probably break and you won't be able to fix it. So that's kind of a letdown, in my opinion. I guess the only cool thing about this is you could actually change the nameplates. Here are the screws, and all you need is a flat head to do it, and probably the the plastic part on that will come off. So let's take a look there. Let's keep it going. Keep the belt going. It goes all the way up there, of course. Like I said, this is an adult-sized replica. Let me see if I can get a shot with this folded, but I need to put the camera back on its tripod, so hold on. Okay, here's me getting a shot of, whoa, almost knocked down the tripod, of me trying to clip the belt in here. So as you can see here, there are the clips. The belt's not heavy at all, by the way, guys, if you're interested. This thing maybe weighs like not even a pound and a half. So let's see if I can show this to you guys really quick. I'll just get that strap clipped in really quick, and I think that's probably the only good thing that I like about this belt, is that you can clip it in like that, and of course that you can carry it like that. But other than that, like I said, the simulated, and let me back this up a little. The simulated leather is really hard to it's hard to bend. As you can see here, it's not really flexible at all. So if you're looking to buy this belt and maybe, are like, wow, well, it's an adult-sized replica, but you want to know if the leather is good on it, it's not. No matter how much you try to bend this or fold this, it just doesn't work out. So, I recommend not buying this belt if you want to get your money's worth, save the money, pay for, the actual, adult-sized replica, because, the one with the actual simulated leather strap, at least the simulated leather strap is somewhat decent, But other than that, guys, let me get a shot of me wearing the belt and it on my shoulders before we finish off here. Alright, guys, so here's a shot of me wearing the belt. As you can see, I'm not a very big guy. I weigh maybe about close to 150. So this belt, basically, have to use the very last buttons there to get it strapped onto me. But here's, just a shot of it going this way and in circles, just in case you guys are interested. And then, of course, let me get a shot of this on my shoulders. So of course, you can, if you do decide to buy this, you can take it to house shows and carry it around. A lot of people probably won't notice the difference if you take this to a show, because a lot of times, they're not going to ask. Some people can tell right off the bat whether it's a legit replica belt or not. As myself, I have 2 replica belts right now, and I'm going to do the review of the Intercontinental title belt that I just recently purchased, which is an actual replica belt, well, according to WWEshop.com. And of course, I'm going to try to get more videos of my, wrestling rants and stuff like that. So, if you like my stuff, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. I'm going to leave the like links below. Huge wrestling fan, so thank you guys for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And of course, please subscribe.